Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about Tkinter and learn how to embed Matplotlib figure in Tkinter. So let's learn about Tkinter first. So you know that plots are shown in the default window when Matplotlib is used from the Python shell, and these plots can be integrated into the graphical user interface also if you want, like WXPython, PyGTK, and Tkinter, and many others. And these various options are available as a target for the output of a plot, as referred to as a backends. And these backend can be selected from a variety of modules in matplotlib.backend. And one of the such module is backend underscore TKAGG, which is helpful for embedding the charts in Tkinter. So now we understand what is Tkinter. Basically, Tkinter is built-in Python module which is used to develop GUI application. It is the one of the most commonly used module for developing the graphical user interface application in Python. And since Tkinter is already included in Python, you don't need to worried about its installation separately. And it also provides object-oriented interface to the TK GUI toolkit. So now we will learn to embed Matplotlib figure in Tkinter, and the best way to learn this is with the help of example. So I will show you the example first. So here is our example. So I will explain you it line by line first, and then we will see the output. So here you can see that firstly I import the Tkinter library, as we are going to embed the matplot figure in Tkinter. Then I have import the figure from the matplot.figure module to create the matplotlib charts. Then we move ahead and import the matplotlib.backends.backend underscore TKAGG module, and the figure canvas TKAGG and the navigation toolbar 2KT class is imported from this module, which is the backend dependent figure canvas and the toolbar. Basically, it contains the backend specific knowledge to render the figures that we have drawn to the TKAGG backend. So after that, I define a function with the name plot, which is basically used to embed the matplotlib figure in the Tkinter. And then after I call the figure method and pass fig size and DPI as a keyword argument to it. Fig size keyword argument is used to change the figure size of the plot, and I pass the 6 inches as a width and the 6 inches as a height, and the DPI is for the dots per inches resolution, and I set its value to 150 inches. So next you can see that I define the data coordinates. So I define year and the non-employment underscore ratio as the data coordinate. I create a list for both. Then I want to create a subplot, and for this reason I call the add underscore subplot function of the figure module, and I assign plt1 variable to it. After that I call the plot function, as I want to draw a line chart for this, and I pass year as the x value and non-employment underscore ratio as the y-axis value. And additionally, to change the color of the line and the marker style, I pass the color and the marker as a keyword argument to the plot function, and I set its value to red and circle respectively. Then to add labels at the plot, I call the set underscore x label function for adding label at the x-axis, and for adding label at the y-axis I call the set underscore y label function. Then I pass the labels as an argument to the functions, and I also change the font size of both the function by passing the font size keyword argument to the functions, and I set its value to 14. Then to add the title on the plot, I call the set underscore title function, pass title as an argument, and this time I also pass font size keyword argument, as I want to change the font size of this title also, and I set its value to 14. Then we will move ahead, and here you can see that I create the figure canvas TKAGG object that connects the fig object with the Tkinter canvas object, and after that I call the draw function to create the Tkinter canvas. Next, to place the canvas on the Tkinter window, we call the get underscore tk underscore widget method with the pack method, and then we will move ahead, and here you can see that we create the Matplotlib built-in toolbar by calling the navigation toolbar 2kt method, and I pass tk underscore canvas variable and ws as a argument to it. And then to update this navigation toolbar, I call the update function. Next, to place this toolbar on the Tkinter window, I again call the get underscore tk underscore widget function with the pack method. Now we will move to the main task. Here you can see that I call the tk function and initialize it to ws variable to call the main Tkinter window. Then to add a title on the Tkinter canvas, or you can say that the canvas window, I call the title function with respect to ws keyword which I assigned here, and then I pass the title as an argument to it. Next I call the geometry method as I want to change the dimension of the main window, so I pass 500 into 500 as a dimension of the window, and these values are in pixel. Next I want to add a button on the plot, or you can say that the button on the window, and for this I call the button function, and here you can see that I pass master keyword, command keyword, height, width and text as a keyword argument. So this master keyword is assigned as a ws. Here from here it takes the ws. Now command is a plot. This plot is the name of the function. Here you can see that we create a function with the name plot, so it takes this name from here. Then to adjust the height of this button, I pass the keyword argument height and set value to 2, and similarly set its width to 10. And then I want to add a text on this button, so we know that what this button represent or what this button works, or for this I add a text it as a create plot. Then to place this button on this main window, I call this pack method with respect to this plot underscore button variable which we create above. Next here you can see that I run the main loop. So for this we call the main loop method to run the GUI. So with this we have completely understand how this code works. So I execute this code and show you the output. It will take some time for the execution, so just hold. So it successfully run. Here you can see that I will maximize it. It shows a window. Here you can see that here it shows a title, embedding Matplotlib figure in the Tkinter. This is the title which we pass in the figure canvas, and here is the button which shows with the name as a create plot. So if you want to see the plot, you have to click on this button first. So when I click on this button, it will create a plot. You can see that it creates a plot with the y-axis non-employment ratio, x-axis year, and the title of the plot is the non-employment rate versus year. It shows in the line format and it has a marker as a circle, and it is shown in the red color, and this is shown in the Tkinter backend. So with this we have learned to embed Matplotlib figure in Tkinter, and in the next video we will discuss about the Django.